This is live from Bangkok. Down, 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 down. Live from Bangkok, bitches.
Live from Bang Kickity Cock.
Jon Nutt, Ben Stark, DJ Ree.
Re dirty. It.
So
Fantastic.
wait, do you have like Twitter and Facebook? Because you haven't friended me yet, and I'm frankly very insulted.
Well,
Why didn't you be his friend? Why aren't you?
Why won't you be my friend, bro?
I'll rectify
You get on
that
my
right now.
fucking laptop
That's the
right
start.
now.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We do have Twitter, but we're up on 2 Bar Productions, not on DJ IK.
So DJ IK on the Facebook?
No, actually. Should we keep that one private for now?
There you go.
Okay.
We'll let them find out.
Nonetheless, DJ Ree, Google him. Ben Stark, at Ben Stark HH on Twitter. Ben Stark, BJJ and MMA on Facebook. Jonathan Nutt on Facebook. This is live from Bangkok. Down, 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 down. All right.
We got an intro. We already have an intro. We don't need your.
Yo, I
take it down.
I wanted to freestyle it, you know,
I
beatboxing.
feel you, dog. I feel you.
So,
So
Holla.
we have the live in Bangkok. Us 3 guys talking shit and swallowing spit and all that type of dirt, running our gums, but kind of with a based in Asian, living in Bangkok, talking about Asian MMA feel to it.
all expat all day.
All expat all day, every day. But that being said, as we all discussed, I mean, we're going to keep this going. This is our second podcast, but none of us really got caught up over the weekend on our Asian MMA.
Yeah, that was a bit. There was like, what? Okay, since the last show, we had Bellator, Road FC, Glory 9,
Glory 9.
Japan Valley Tudo.
Yep.
There's only so. Not to mention, Rampage Jackson joining TNA.
TNA.
And all the other wrestling delights that I
King Mo
guiltily
talking
love.
about TNA again.
Right.
King Mo having that huge fucking knockout set to Seth Petrozelli. You saw that?
I thought he would disappear after
When
he got
that
spinning back.
links up right here, just by the way, you're gonna appreciate that. Cause yeah, that overhand. Did you see that, Reed?
I did indeed.
Yeah, that was a big knockout. That was a good time.
I kind of feel like I'm missing it because I haven't gotten that far. I'm still in the prelims.
Nah, but yeah, he had a good one. War Machine had a good one in that.
That was a good. Yeah, that was.
War
a good
Machine,
one.
like, cause War Machine is the type of guy that I would like want to One of those ones where he throws it,
like
comes
dove
over.
into the guard?
Yeah, he dives into it, and it connects. There it is. Look at that.
I'm just gonna skip ahead.
That's crazy talk that you're gonna do that. It's rude. It's rude.
I'm just trying to be up to date.
All right. So once again, yeah. I mean, Road FC. You got well. The other one of the week, I guess that would be my favorite is the Glory. The Glory thing was.
Did you see Tyrone Spong?
Yeah.
That shit was wild.
That dude was...
within 5 seconds, he sticks. Spong gets stuck with a nice jab, and that 1-2 was like. It was clockwork. It's every boxing coach's.
I know, he like rotates.
And it was so, man, I haven't seen that. Like, it was a really fast punch.
Yeah.
Like, you know, most big guys, like, they don't, even like, granted.
He's a huge dude.
It just doesn't seem to come out that quickly. Dropped, within 10 seconds, fucking dropped Spong.
Gonzo.
Spong makes what, like a 4 count, gets back up. And Homeboy was trying to capitalize, thinking he was more rocked than he was. Spong just covered and laced him. It was so, it was bad. Dude hit the floor, you see, he got back up, started leaning on the ropes, and just fell back and sat back down.
I'm excited for him fighting in the he's fighting in the World Series.
Oh yeah, he's got an MMA contract now.
He's got another one coming up. But did you see his first MMA fight?
Yeah, he lost, didn't he?
No, he won, dude. And it's against, I don't even remember who it was against, so it's against somebody kind of bummy, but same thing like you're talking about. I mean, he throws it.
His shit's nasty.
He throws his fist from his chin, and he's one of the only guys in MMA that you see that brings it back.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, fuck, sorry. I just, King Mo.
Yeah.
I mean, just put it, cover the thing.
You can blink that up, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but that was pretty, most guys don't get knocked out in the guard like that, sorry, but my bad.
Yeah. Seth Petrozelli, along with Babalu after that, they both retired after that.
Yeah. Oh, Seth retired as well?
Yeah, Babalu retired and Seth apparently retired.
Word.
So, that's happening.
Yeah, man, but Spong laced that dude bad. And that guy came in as like a severe underdog.
Right.
So he was, like he said in all his interviews, he's like, I'm going for broke.
Right.
I'm not supposed to win, but I'm going to do my best to try. Come and stop me.
Yep.
Which is, you got to respect it, man.
Got it.
Glory now has their first gym in Thailand on Samui at the Super Pro gym with
Robbie Timmers.
Robbie Timmers.
They're doing good things down there. Friday night fight night.
Yeah.
Hopefully, get a shot out to that.
Month.
Yeah, that's big. Big Robbie Timmers doing his thing.
They set up real nice. They have a Muay Thai ring.
Yeah.
And they set up for Muay Thai, and then they have an intermission, and they literally break down the entire ring and put a cage up on its base. So it's a small cage and a 24 by 24 ring.
Right.
But it's I think it's 6-sided, not 8.
Okay.
But like a UFC cage is 32 feet.
Right.
So this one will be less than 24, obviously because it doesn't have corners. But they flip it within the course of like 15-20 minute intermission, and they go right into MMA fights. Quite a respectable event. Most people, we're not going to switch it. We're just going to have MMA fights in the ring.
Dude, their crowds look like they go pretty wild as well. I mean, dude, it's a good time when you're on a small island and you get a show like that coming up to town. You know what I mean?
Also, you have no competition because you're on an island.
Exactly. And you're crushing it.
Yeah.
Super Pro, I was down there. The first time I went down there was, because it was Samui, I want to say it was like 2006, 2007, but Fabiano Scherner used to be there.
Really?
Yeah. Fabiano Scherner,
used to train
he was there. He was there like just after he got knocked out by Brennan Vera. So I mean, it's back then. Right. It was a while ago.
Scherner trained a top team.
Okay. And he's supposed to be grappling at Metamoris.
Yeah, he's up. He's up in like Portland or something.
Did they release the card from that Morris 3 yet?
They haven't released the card, but they said Fabiano Scherner versus Lloyd Irvin might happen.
But here's the thing, people are gonna say, unsubstantiated. What I was showing out, I don't want to see Lloyd Irvin do anything.
Okay, just because of all his drama.
The drama is too much. He got brought up on rape charges in the 80s, and the only reason they got dropped wasn't because he didn't do it, was because he couldn't get hard enough to actually rape the girl.
Okay.
That's what's in the paperwork. I can't support that.
Shit. That's some crap.
Bombs on people's brain, probably. Because I see the drama in MMA Mania, but I don't get that drama.
Yeah, that was like an 80-something.
Okay.
Okay, you reformed, maybe, I don't know. Have you seen, like, the things his ex-students or ex-fight team had, like, like they're writing like notes to the public, letters to the press. Some of the shit that he like, you can't necessarily say is 100% factual because nothing's been brought up, and a lot of the things that were brought up would put a man in jail.
Right.
But if it's even 50% true,
yeah,
I don't want to see any posterity. I don't want to see a picture of him.
Go his way.
I don't even want to see him.
Why don't we shut our trap about it then?
Yeah.
You know,
no more TLI. Sorry.
Exactly.
Not out of me.
We won't even yap about him. There you go.
But we can talk about my favorite Asian MMA superstar.
And who's this?
Shinya Aoki.
What? Yeah, why are you such a Shinya hater again? You could be brought. Well, this is going to be the second podcast then that he gets brought up. We only had two, and Ben's going to bring him up on both of them.
Well, I'm bringing him up.
He's brought up in the next one, and there'll be a reason to
I'm bringing him up.
In the limelight,
I'm bringing him up because recently he's talking
They haven't
about.
announced who he's going to fight for.
No, it's not that they're announcing, but he's been talking about going to featherweight to 145 for like the last two fights.
Right, fighting. What's his name, dude?
Oishi, something Oishi.
Yeah, exactly. Or Ozaki or Oishi.
I have it right here.
Come on, get it right there.
I'm a little behind. I apologize.
Fight Nation, big shout out to the Fight Nation.
Fight Nation, thefightnation.com. Check them out. They're really on point.
Exactly.
But nonetheless, he's been talking about going to 145, and apparently this weekend he made some posts, and he has officially made 145 on his own.
I saw his scale. I saw.
He's made 145, so I would strongly expect to see him fighting 145. They don't have anything set up about opponents. People are saying, "Oh, he's going to go right to the title."
Right, exactly. Right? If he goes in there and he kills him, dude, and he's the title holder at both, everybody knows it's. I don't know. Come on.
Everyone knows his game because he's just so good at his game.
He's so good at it.
You're kind of SOL on that.
Yeah, and does ONE FC have like the talent to? Do they have the talent at 145 for him not to just go in there and destroy?
Yeah. It's Koji Oishi, by the way. Koji Oishi is the 145 champ at ONE FC.
Yeah, and I mean and they wanted, Hanario Benario was legit, and the Filipinos are all obviously pissed that didn't work out. But I think it just still shows the level because he's not at such a high level. I mean, like he's not at a UFC level. We wouldn't say, would you?
Aoki?
Yeah.
It's just because he doesn't do much striking.
No, not Aoki. Oishi.
I like everything I've seen out of him.
Okay.
But I think in general, even though Vale Tudo in Japan has been going on since the early 90s, it hasn't blown up as much as it has in the States. And I think that's predominantly due to the U.S. being really good fucking wrestlers.
Right, exactly.
You know, wrestling has really taken over the game, and it's the equalizer. If you're a great striker but a shit wrestler, you're on your ass.
Yeah.
If you're a good wrestler and
you can become a good striker.
Bad striker, like you can. I think people seem to have an easier time learning how to bang than they do learning how to grapple.
And just the work ethic.
Yeah.
The work ethic of the grind.
Yeah.
People talking about the grind.
Like if you watch like a lot of America versus Japan, it tends to be the American wrestlers with a good submission mind that do quite well here.
Of course.
Striking for striking,
We're not saying anything new right here.
No. Striking for striking, they can be even. You see, typically the Westerners have a little more power.
Yeah.
The Easterners have a little more finesse.
Yeah, but either way, Aoki would come down there and then he'd be holding the belt at two.
Which isn't necessarily bad. Isn't necessarily bad. But the thing is, you can't defend two titles in the same event.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and then in terms of constantly shifting your weight, I mean, rumor is that he doesn't cut much to make 155 at all.
Yeah.
Like kind of a skip breakfast, oh well kind of guy.
Right.
But, to be like, all right, September 155.
Who else? I mean, like, who else? They don't have many people in their division though to face him even at 145.
Well, if you guys need fighters at 145, 155, please shoot me an email. I've got 14 guys for you.
Holler at your boy.
Holler at your boy. At BenStarkHH on Twitter.
He's good. You're good at doing that.
I'm sorry.
He's good.
I'm trying to do work.
You always doing work.
I'm on that hustle. I'm on that grind.
I'm not.
That HH normally stands for Hebrew Hammer, but it could also stand for hustle hard.
Hustle hard. Hustle flow.
So, Aoki's going to 145. I think he actually made a statement that he wants to leave 155. He might drop the title.
He's not a large human being.
No, but no. For me,
when's their next one? When's ONE FC's next one? Jakarta.
I believe in November.
Jakarta.
I think
September.
No, man. It's September, something like that.
It's a while away.
I don't know. I think it's November because I remember after Adam fought last, he mentioned his next fight would be in November.
Yep.
So I'm guessing if it's September, October, November, it's November.
When we get guests on, when we start getting guests on this podcast, let's say that like we need to get an Adam Kaiyum up on here. A lot of people that don't know Adam's the man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Good dude.
Raja Stadium champion, black belt from Ricardo Laborio, holds every title in Australia in Jiu-Jitsu, every title in Asia pretty much from like Jiu-Jitsu competition. As I said, Raja Damnaran champion, beastly all around.
Beastly all around. That's a dude that should go to the UFC from Asia, from the Asian scene. That's one dude that could be up in there.
Skill level, yes.
Yeah.
But with the ONE FC contracts, you got to wonder how long it is.
Yeah, we don't know about that.
Because Adam is 34.
So we got 13th of September for ONE FC.
Okay.
That's what they got on their website.
So, I was wrong.
Yeah.
I'll admit it, I was wrong.
Have you seen the new Dare website? Is it up yet? There's a new Dare website coming.
New since when?
New since when?
Here, type this in. DareFightSports.com.
DareFightSports.com.
DareFightSports.com. DareFightSports.com.
I
DareFightSports.com.
was there like yesterday.
There's probably going to be a link
Our website's
right
all-
around here.
I like our website compared to the other Asian websites that are out there. You should check them all out, I guess, but check out
I
DareFightSports.com.
like it too. Well, you got.
Wait, what's the site?
DareFightSports.com.
So,
Yeah,
DareFightSports.com. One word, no spaces, no dashes.
No, none.
Can they Google it?
Yeah, they can Google it.
They can Google Dare Fight
We're
Sports.
Googleable.
We are.
They're Googleable.
So you can Google Dare Fight Sports?
Yeah, get it done.
Okay, cool.
I like getting Googled.
Google this, bitches.
Yeah.
You just got a landing page up at the moment.
Okay, good. Yeah,
Under
so it's
construction.
yeah, that's there it is. It's under construction. That's coming soon then.
Do you know what other page is under construction at
What's
the moment? EMACThailand.com.
EMAC Thailand.
Right. Don't bother going, it's not up. But someone, JP the camera guy, is remaking the website.
Right. That EMAC place.
Yeah, that in Bangkok. We're coming up. Coming up, so you better get
Exactly.
started.
Bangkok, if you've never been to this city,
It doesn't sleep. It's much like New York.
right, it's kind of like the Asian New York.
But the people are nicer and they smile more.
Way nicer.
And the food, I think, is better.
Everybody dresses up for everything. That's the major thing that I like about it compared to the people in the States. When I was back in the States, I noticed two things this past time. When I got to San Francisco airport, everybody was plugged in, more than Asia. And people were plugged in here, but everybody was on a iPad, whatever. They were all plugged in. And every woman dressed to relax. So
San
airport,
Fran's
like
kinda
every yeah, I know it is, but like still, every woman was in like at least jeans, but a lot of them were in like sweatpants and fucking.
I would hope they're in Lululemon.
All that, yeah, man. And
Lululemon.
Here,
Can you throw a picture of a girl in Lululemons right here?
yeah.
Because that would be appreciated.
Here in Bangkok, the women walk around to the malls. If they go to the mall, they dress
4-inch
up.
heels.
They deck it themselves out.
Dude, they dress up to go to the supermarket.
You know what I mean? It's so
like-
lovely.
Baby, you want to
It's
get
so-
street food? I'm wearing shorts and flip-flops. Can I go home and get changed?
Yeah,
Let me grab my
dude.
Gucci bag and my
You best
4-inch
get
heels.
changed.
Like,
Oh, but then you have to throw in the other side
Yeah.
though, where you walk to your local street vendor and some chick will just walk by and she's fully wearing her pajamas, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. PJs.
Yeah.
Straight up,
It's
yeah.
like two ends of the extreme.
Yeah, I love going to Paragon. That's like the big gangster mall up in Bangkok, if you will.
It's definitely
And the
fancy
girls are,
mall.
and when it's university time too. University here's one to pop up if you actually watch this shit. Pop up a freshie. That's what they call them. They call them freshies. Freshies are the first year
Freshmen.
college students, and their uniforms are a white blouse shirt, if you will, and a black tight mini skirt. And
It's
it's
a miniskirt now?
ridiculous. Well, it's either a mini skirt or the black regular skirt
Yeah.
or whatever. Either way,
I
if
think
that shit was in America, it would be scandalous.
They have to wear the little
Yeah.
A-frame skirt, like the longer one.
Yeah.
For the first
Other
year.
unit, yeah, okay.
And then after the first year, they all go short.
Chulalongkorn, that's like the Harvard of.
I thought it was the Yale.
Nah, that's Thomasat. Thomasat would be like the Yale.
Sorry.
But yeah, Chulalongkorn is like the Harvard, and the girls there are just dressed fresh to death, all day, every day.
I mean, I go to the malls
So
and
dope.
when I see the girls in their uniforms, I instantly assume they're all 12.
Nah, that's wrong. But
Apparently.
yeah, of course.
I'm just like, oh, don't even look. Tunnel vision, 12-year-olds. You don't look at 12-year-olds. This is Asia. I mean, people might come here for that, but I don't.
I hate those stereotypes. Not a big fan of those. On the expat note of the show.
When I first started going out with my girlfriend, I remember we would get on the train and like old Thai women or old Thai men would just give us the dirtiest looks. Now, I'm not distinctly ugly, but I'm not a model by any means. My girlfriend is quite pretty, but if you're in America, you're not gonna be like, whoa, that girl is way over that guy's head, or that guy's really fucking ugly. You'd be like, that is reasonable. He's probably very nice and makes up for his lack of looks.
Right.
Whatever. But we're getting these gnarly looks. It's like we're almost the same age. It's not like I'm 40 and she's 20, but like, you know, it's like, but we're getting the, oh my god, really? Look.
That does happen. People stereotype like a motherfucker in every.
It probably happens to you.
It happens to me.
But then again, you have that lumberjack beard. You're very dashing.
Yeah, and I think there's something about my round face that Asian people like. It makes them smile quite a bit.
Are you sure it's not your round eyes?
It definitely is the baby blues. Don't get lost. You know what I mean? They're deep as the ocean and
crystalline.
You know what I mean? You might drown if you will.
Is he like falling out of frame? Do you want him more over here?
Yeah. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, you're getting some tech work right now.
Sorry about that.
Scoot it back.
Okay.
We don't have the wide angle lens yet. Soon.
Been drinking. You know what I mean?
Yo, I want to drink.
Exactly.
What is it? No, I have an 8 a.m. private tomorrow. I can't drink. I'm just glad I have a private. I'm not talking about my privates. I'm talking about private lessons.
Right, I feel you. Big shout out to EMAC again.
EMAC Thailand, what's up? Check us out. Facebook.com/EMAC Thailand. Holler at your boy.
There you go.
What was that? War in the Cage going 10-4. Taking home medals in 2 out of 3 entered weight classes. Was that us? That might have been us.
I'm gonna send JP a little thing because I got a knockout from that. Appy Watt. I got Appy Watt in the finals, getting knocked out. Be like the only thing that on this podcast. By the way, you'll get to see that. So yeah, Appy Watt's the man. Even though he got knocked out, that's a dude that I want to fight for dare.
From Boxing Rebellion, legit as fuck.
From Boxing Rebellion, big shout out to Dominic over there. Love those guys. Ronan. The Ronan. I'd love to see Ronan. Ronan said he doesn't want to fight, but if we talk to that guy, I'd like to see him fight again because he scraps.
Bots on bots.
And but needless to say, Appy Watt, I would like to see him fight in dare.
I would rather see him fight than see him in levels doing his fucking 6-pack gladiator night shit.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
was hilarious, man.
What?
Looking Ronan.
Yeah.
He does some modelling stuff there. They have some 6-pack gladiator night where they get in a bunch of buff guys and we all go in there.
Oh, they just walk around like, look at my
and
abs,
then he's looking on stage with the little gladiator get up on and all these girls screaming at him.
And you're like, Ronan. He's like, shit, people I know.
I thought I'd leave him too.
Dude, that being said, if I had fucking tennis ball abs, I would never wear clothes. I would just walk around in my underwear all day. Sup, bitches.
That dude does well for himself then. If he's doing that at levels, if he's up there, you know, ladies love cool Ronan.
He's doing well for himself.
Some of them are dope, dude. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if he's married.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I've been there once. I thought it was expensive.
That's hot gossip right there on the Bangkok MMA scene.
There's a couple more fighters as well who are up on stage too. But
That's ridiculous.
We'll leave their names out.
There are no fighters. There are only 4 MMA fighters in Bangkok that I know of.
Nah, there's more than that.
I know Adam Kayoum, Chris Haja, Tracy Lockwood, and myself.
Eric Gerber as well.
He fought MMA?
Yeah, he fought MMA.
Huh.
I think there's a large distinction between people who say they're fighters because they train, and then people who say they're fighters because they actually compete professionally.
If you go by people who train, you know, anyone who's done a single class, because
But I'm talking
about people that have actually fought on professional shows.
Yep. So the other thing about War in the Cage that was awesome, by the way, Reed, that you missed, was Kono. What's his name? Kono is the
Masato Kono from he's from Sriracha BJJ, which is an affiliate of EMAC Thailand, which is an affiliate of Q23 American Top Team Thailand. It's a long.
If we can get a video of Kono up in there as well, because that dude basically he decided that he was going to fight just using his jiu-jitsu, like he wasn't going to throw a strike the entire time.
He is the current Nogi Hoist Gracie.
And that being said, at War in the Cage, you had some Thai dudes that were really like bringing their kung fu straight up. There was at least 4 dudes that were straight up kung fu warriors. They're breaking off the crane and the bird and the monkey and all that type of shit. And so you literally got to see fucking a first year a first-year UFC fight. Like it was like
awesome.
It was you know, it was
really
like
was.
Lion Eagle Osiba Kung Fu versus Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and you just saw Kono run over there, grab, hug the dude, take him down, and take off his arm, and like stand up, and be like,
Yeah, just
like, yeah, exactly.
like fake the jab, single leg, run to the cage, dump him, grab the mount, make him panic, rear naked.
Yeah, it was
do the same
fucking
thing, arm bar, rear naked.
hilarious.
3 rear nakeds and 1
dude.
arm bar.
Yeah, that dude was funny, man.
I wanted him to get knocked out so bad that Kung Fu.
Dude,
Yo, there was a bunch of them.
So they all like entered the cage.
So,
Okay.
so check it out. Like, check it out. The best part about it. The best part about it. No, the best part about it was one of the dudes after going in there, okay, and like he would do like a crane thing or like a little form before, okay, like with his hands, you know what I mean? And then they would get in and they would exchange blows like flailing like they're fucking swimming, you know what I mean? Rah! And then he would back up because none of them would hit. And when he would back up, he'd like do the dance move and the fucking crane and the fucking swallow and the fucking, you know what I mean? And the praying mantis, and he'd jump back and he'd be up in it. And like the crowd would be like, oh, oi.
Apparently, here's the thing.
That shit was hilarious.
Apparently, with Silat, it's in their rule structure that if you throw 4 strikes, you have to break off and do the thing. You have to do the presentation. It's in the Silat rule set.
Oh, really?
Silat's very much combat and art intertwined, and they don't want to lose the art to the combat. So it's in their rule structure. Like I believe Silat is like knife fighting, but it's also knifeless knife fighting. It's using the same style with hands and with weapons.
Okay.
So they want to keep the art of the martial art involved. So it's actually in their Silat competition rule set that after any 4 strikes, you have to break off and do your thing.
Yeah, Muay Thai derives from all the close combat with originally with weapons, right? And there's
Krabi Krabang. Krabang.
I think was it Krabi Krabang turned into Muay Baran, and Muay Baran turned into Muay Thai.
Right.
There we go.
And somewhere in the middle, it's splayed off into Burmese boxing.
Well, so like here's one that a lot of people don't know, and like so if there's any fans of Muay Thai out there, this is coming from the former Patong Stadium announcer. One of the things a lot of Falang, a lot of round eyes, a lot of white boys don't know is punches don't really count in Muay Thai. In true rules, Muay Thai
almost nothing.
They score almost nothing unless it really knocks the sweat off somebody or really causes damage like that. You can visibly see a punch isn't worth anything. The reason that actually is because Thais are so ruthless that the king of Thailand, the father of the king now, actually brought gloves back from England. He was educated abroad, and when he brought them back, the Thai people were like, "Yo, this is pussifying our sport.
What are you,
the pussification of the sport." So if you have the gloves on and you're hitting with the glove part of the area, it doesn't score a point, and that's why you get more for knees, more for elbows.
Just because there's padding.
Just because
they want you to
padding.
get blasted with hemp rope.
They wanted the hemp rope. Dip that shit in honey and broken glass, and we got a game. You know what I mean?
Deathmatch, ECW style.
Yeah,
More
man.
than a game, you got a movie right there.
Oh, Big George just showed up.
Hi, George.
Big George. We can only talk for about 5 more minutes on this podcast. Why? Because it's wing night at Roadhouse. Anybody living in Bangkok? This is a big one to Roadhouse. Is 2 for 1 wings. Buy 10.
Okay.
There's another 10 there.
There's
20 wings. They're fucking delicious.
There's
you
a
can
few.
get any, the spicy ones are the bomb.
Here's the thing. I've only been here just short of a year. Mr. Nutt's been here for 6.
Yeah.
There's a very few things I miss from America. Hot wings, proper buffalo wings are one of them, and Roadhouse and the Game are the only 2 places that have them.
Okay.
Roadhouse is much not as wet, but excellent in the flavor and the BOGO. Buy one, get one.
Yep.
If you're not down with the lingo, to die for.
Buy one, get one.
Now, we were talking about
dude, why are all these acronyms coming at me these days?
So you mentioned the Taipei Deathmatch. You mentioned the Glue and Glass, which ECW did. ECW being American Pro Wrestling, which now would link us to TNA, Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, has recently, just a week ago, signed Quentin Rampage Jackson.
Right. And he was barking and howling at Kurt Angle. I actually got to see that.
Now,
and Kurt Angle, dude, I loved back when he was. I mean, when he was WCW.
I like when Taz put him out with the Kata Hajime.
Dude.
Taz was like the first pro wrestling guy that I've ever seen that really did legit wrestling and judo. From what I understand, he was a New York State judo champ, New York State wrestling champ.
He had the sick
suplex,
belly to belly
off
suplex.
the chain. That was so good.
His
T-bone
walkout,
Taz
by the way, like his walkout, we need more people to walk out like that. Dare has some of the best walkouts I've seen when I'm live. Just by the way, live.
They were sick.
They're fucking awesome.
Because of the venue, the location of those.
It was great.
Of those places, both spots, man.
Both spots were
I was watching the Deadliest Game Show when I still lived in America.
Yeah.
And honestly, I just like how it was like, you know, just hardcore fluorescent lighting. You couldn't see shit but the light, and then through the shadow came the dude.
Yeah.
And you had to like stop for a minute and like kind of party in the middle and then head in.
The Dangerous Game Show, people might shit on that commentary because we were trying to change up the game, and we were only trying to change up the game because we had to have it be a show.
People were talking shit about Big Dick Arthur?
No, nobody would ever talk shit about Slick Dick, right? They can't, he's too gangster. The concierge.
His name is Dick.
The concierge. The conciliary. Yeah, but yo.
Speaking of Big Dick Arthur,
I watched one of the most. And I'm just gonna. This is completely because I'm biased. Completely because I'm biased. But if you go back and you watch the Most Dangerous Game Show, just one of them, like, and take it as not an MMA thing, and just as a comedy, as a piece of art, if you will, it's very rewatchable. Because Slick Dick Arthur does have some lines in there that are fucking retarded. And as a film cat, if you like film, there's some shit in there that looks good, man. That's like very Fight Club. I don't know. Maybe I'm tooting my own horn because I dig that. But man, I watched when I saw the Mike Connors fight for the first time. Obviously, you were like so pissed off the machine thing.
The two fucking heavyweights together, just covered in tattoos.
So pissed off, and it was so bad. It was so bad. But now it's almost so bad it's good. And I've rewatched that episode, and that shit is fucking hot gold in my opinion. That shit's hilarious because
like,
some of the whoopsie daisy comment.
Like Keith Hackney and Joe Sando good? Like hold the leg open and bash the nuts good?
Yes, kind of. Like Joe Son bash the nuts good. Like Joe Son bash the nuts good. Like Joe Son now in prison for fucking sodomy, right? And rape and gang rape.
Yeah.
Joe Son.
From ages
Oddball from he was Oddball in Austin Powers.
Now, speaking of Dare and the Deadliest Game Show, Dare released a press conference.
Yeah, we did.
This last week. I mean, I don't know anyone that's in it.
I don't either.
But
that shit was the truth.
They dropped a press conference. They want to bring back
Last Supper,
gloveless, bare knuckle, original UFC / Rio Heroes / Brazil Vale Tudo.
I know something about that. And what the deal is with that is we actually, because I've been to. There's a Thai festival called Songkran every year, and if you get to travel the world and you know festivals, Songkran is like probably one of the best festivals on the planet. It's the world's biggest water gun fight.
And keep your mouth closed. You don't want that water in your mouth.
Exactly, but the whole country of Thailand stops for about a week, and majorly 3 days in Phuket, usually 5 days in Bangkok, a full week in Pattaya and Chiang Mai, and it's the gnarliest. And anyways, up at Mae Sot and up in by Chiang Rai, they still hold the fights with Burma. And
they do that during Songkran, the Burma versus Thailand fights?
Yeah, so
I used to watch those. I downloaded them from the MMA.
So those are bare knuckle Muay Thai fights. And they tie the ropes between trees, and they still do that shit. And man, dude, Cyrus Washington fought in that shit. Yep, Cyrus Washington.
Really?
If you guys know who he is, he fights in New York nowadays. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I know a couple people like Aaron the Ghost Fisher. He tried to get some bare knuckle action, and so there was a bunch of fighters that actually did want to get this. And obviously, Vale Tudo's a little bit different. You're worried about getting your fingers popped out. You're worried about punching tops of the heads. You got a lot of different things that are going on. But MMA as a sport, I'm not saying that the UFC is watered down. It's obviously not. I'm a huge fan and I love it. It's the ones that brought the game. But the game does need to change. Now that people are educated and know that that's a sport, I feel like it's only right that we get to go back and see some more of the.
Just every so often.
Every so often. We're not gonna. The Dare boys, we said that we're basically gonna do them as super fights, I think, and grudge matches. If people want to get down.
Up already?
Huh?
Do you have any lined up already?
No, we don't. But we have. We don't have the matchups made, but we have the fighters that want to fight bare knuckle. Yes.
Right, yeah.
So
are you gonna do weight classes in the bare knuckle?
Yeah. we're gonna keep it weight classes.
You wrote
And just by the way,
I think it's bare enough.
for future reference, I mean, we're probably gonna do it like a Valley Tudo match, just and go straight. But we have 2 dudes that will fight each other, that kind of want to fight each other bare knuckle, and they want to fight each other bare knuckle Muay Thai. So we might just be like, yo, you guys, fine.
It's MMA fight.
Oliver Coste, our ref, is a fucking amazing dude. Eric Gerber, amazing referee. They can referee, fucking gloveless Muay Thai action in a cage. It's doable.
Speaking of Eric Gerber is moving back to America.
Yeah,
relatively
back
soon.
to America.
His going away party is in like 30 minutes.
Exactly,
So-
and that's the reason that we got to cut this thing short, is because we're going to get some wings at the Roadhouse here in Bangkok.
Now-
Sorry I wasn't that vocal tonight. It's been a long weekend.
Now, before we sign off, before we cut this off, as you were talking about the no gloves fighting, the UFC, actually Dana White,
Right.
they're talking about making new gloves for the UFC.
Right.
Because there's been a
Fingers in the eyes.
there's tons of eye pokes.
Eye pokes.
And when asked what the gloves would look like, Dana White said the gloves would probably end up looking like Shudo gloves.
Like Shudo gloves.
If you're not familiar with Shudo gloves, they don't go to the fingertips, but they have a very large like padding bubble on top,
Yeah.
and just soft leather.
It almost
It's
looks,
lace
just
up.
by the way, I mean this is me being high so right now, but it almost looks like a new lacrosse glove.
I don't know what a lacrosse glove looks
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
Don't lacrosse gloves look like hockey gloves?
Yeah, kind of.
But I would assume the Shudo gloves still only go to like the second knuckle.
Well, you used to see Boss
What-
Rutten fighting those Shudo gloves. There's a couple.
No.
No?
Boss Rutten was pancrase, palms only, and then
he
right
fought
to
some
UFC.
glove matches. Oh man, come on now.
I mean, there's Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
In
yeah.
Enter
Okay.
the
So
Dragon.
yeah, exactly. In those gloves.
But I don't think they're going to be that big.
I don't think they're gonna be like.
But
the
I'm
Wushu
guessing
gloves.
they would extend them to like almost encapsulate the fingertip,
Right.
which I think would be really weird. Or like,
It's gonna be difficult to slide your hands in for chokes.
well,
and
they
stuff
do
like
it in
that.
Shudo. Like I find with the UFC gloves I have currently, like Century makes them, and the glove itself is not bad, but the finger holes are unbelievably small. I fought my first like 3 or 4 fights in medium Owanos.
Okay.
And when I got to the UFC event for Ultimate Fighter, just because the finger holes were so small, I had to use double extra large. I had like an inch of padding on the side of my hand for a glove, just because the finger holes were so small. So Century, if you're watching, make your finger holes bigger.
There you go. Drop knowledge on them. Let them know.
'Cause
Let
I
those
should-
manufacturers know.
I should never be fighting in a glove that's bigger than a large
There you go.
at best. Speaking of which, Fairtex gloves, super small finger holes too. Hayabusa MMA gloves, super small finger holes. People have fat fingers when you're not fighting under 155.
Fingers like penises over here. You know
Hook
what
it
I
up.
mean?
Hook
big,
it up.
Big penis fingers.
Big penis, not quite Pizarro penis
You know
fingers.
what I mean?
Okay, you know,
Man's man.
you know Antonio Silva, Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Okay, he's a top team guy. I trained him for ages. The first time I met the dude, I shook his hand, and literally,
Yeah.
he
Wrapped
has
around.
5 porn star dicks on his hand.
5 porn star dicks. on
Not
his
like
boys.
normal white guy dicks.
Yeah.
Like his middle finger is
5
literally
long,
this big around.
Yeah. Long dong silver hands.
Holy mother of God.
Let's end it on that. That's a good way to wrap up the episode.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep this up. We're gonna keep these little vlog podcast things up. So keep with us. We might be lame and retarded because of long weekends. Listen to it.
Yeah.
Know what I
Here's a
mean?
question: If you were editing, right, and you had hit export, jump in the DeLorean, fly back a day, like
To
would
when
you-
Michael J. Fox was normal.
Right.
Hey-o.
would the time change affect the computer? Would you be able to upload it before it happened? Think about that.
Drop that knowledge on
Right.
it.
So, lastly,
Wrap it up.
Jon Nutt on
Jon Nutt.
Facebook. Ben Stark on Facebook. Ben Stark HH on Twitter. DJ Ree, he wants to keep it a secret.
Go to Dare Fight Sports as well.
DareFightSports.com. Dare Fight Sports on Twitter. Dare Fight Sports on Facebook. Facebook.com/EMAC Thailand.
And keep,
Check out.
and keep the Asian MMA scene going strong. Don't be too big a hater on
For
shit.
real.
We need to love each other and grow the game.
Keep it big. Big shouts to the Fight Nation
Yeah.
for covering Asian MMA in English.
Yeah, Jimmy James Goiter.
Thank you. Also, Road FC, Japan Valley Tudo, every fight event in Asia.
Legends,
Big
PSC.
ups. Keep it rolling. Keep the talent going. Hire me. I want to fight, and I like money.
Exactly. Big up, big up.
Later, guys.